with Eric Tangradi, Tyler Spezia, and Dominic Shine, the scratches on their side. We're ready to rumble here inside the BMO. Garrett Mitchell going shoulder to shoulder against Turgeon. Puck is down, and we are underway. IceHogs will win this one away and get things started back behind their own net. They're skating left to right in this opening period as Mitchell, right wing side, pops it up into the bench on a backhand, and this will turn into a quick whistle just a few seconds into the contest. Tonight's referees assigned by the American Hockey League are Dan Kelly and Guillaume Labonte. They're wearing the orange bands out there with the penalty and goal calls coming their way. Tyler Gregory and William Hancock helping them out as the linesmen. Face off directly in front of the IceHog bench. Head coach Derek King looking on, taking on the former IceHog assistant in Ben Simon in the chess match behind the benches. Simon on the Grand Rapids side for the second time in his career. IceHogs will have this one and dump it down to the far corner of Pat Nagel. It'll wrap around the boards up the near side and back out to center. Garrett Mitchell will take control. He'll put it back on the backhand, throw it into the far corner. Nagel out to play it, missed it partially. Nick Mutry coming out of the near corner, tried to walk off to the near post, but taken away by Lashoff. Lashoff left wing side, could not get rid of it, right into Hirose. Turns it over to the blue line. McArdle turns and fires, and that one fought off by the pads of Pat Nagel, and that's the game's opening shot, just 55 seconds into the hockey game. IceHogs trying to turn up the pressure. 410 right side. Sends it down to the near corner. Sider running into a little bit of trouble, but gets rid of it. Goes across the ice, and he'll angle it up the wall in front of the penalty boxes and back down into IceHogs territory. Early moments in this one, no score. The IceHogs on that McArdle look. The first shot on goal is Hirose behind the net for Grand Rapids. Left wing circle. Now looking for a pass out to the blue line. He gets it. Long drive. Patted down by Colin Dealey in the rebound. Ends up in the near corner. Michael Rasmussen, 2 goals over his last 4. Puts it up the near side to Dennis Chalosky. In and out of the lineup for Grand Rapids because he's been getting opportunities with the Red Wings, the NHL club, here in recent weeks. But Chalosky steers this one behind the net of Delia. IceHogs come up with it and send it out to center ice. They got Dylan Secura with speed. Dylan left wing, lets it go, and Nagel in and out of the catching glove. Hangs on a second effort, and he will sit tight for a stoppage. IceHogs would love to get Dylan Secura rolling again. No points over his last 6 games. And that was after going on a tear of an 11-game point streak with 4 goals and 10 assists over that stretch. He got his feet moving right through center, and a clean shot on to Pat Nagel. The veteran goaltender for the Griffins will look off to his right-hand side. False start on the draw. Philip Kurashev has to come out for the Hogs, but Rockford, on their new centerman, will win it back anyway. That was McLaughlin that sent it out the blue line for TJ Brennan. A sweet return home for TJ. Hasn't been in an IceHog uniform in a good couple of seasons. Made his IceHog debut for this year during the team's trip down in Texas. Hasn't been back to the BMO in quite some time, as TJ Brennan, member of the IceHogs in the 14 and 15 campaign. So it's been a little bit for him, but a return to the BMO tonight. Left wing side, Ian McLaughlin pushed his puck down to the far corner of Pat Nagel, and up the right wing side on a bounce is Giamatti Smith. Returns it back to center, and Brennan will hover around his own blue line, right in front of his own bench. In fact, hands this over to McLaughlin. He'll chip up the right wing and dump it deep inside the Griffins zone. 2.5 gone by, first period, no score as the Griffins looking for the breakout. IceHogs a 3-0, a shot lead already as Chase Pearson, left wing from Sider, will dump it around the boards of Delia. Puck wraps up the right side. Lashoff could not hold it in, and he'll just have to rip it on through, and the IceHogs on a delayed offside will have room to make the breakout. They'll find Brandon Hagel up the right wing boards. Hagel near wall, gets it inside the offensive zone, knocked down. Lashoff following him, but still manages to dump it in deep. Anton Vadine coming in for assistance. Vadine at the goal line from Hagel, trying to shake off a defender himself, but it gets plastered up into the boards, and Pearson comes away with it for the Griffins. James Pearson left wing side with Matthew Ford. Ford to the middle of the ice, and that had Jared Lucas Savages breaking in, could not handle it cleanly. Comes out to the blue line. Dylan McElrath, right wing point. Long wrist shot. That one deflects off a stick and ends up out of play. Let's take a look at tonight's goaltending matchup. Colin Delia put up against Pat Nagel. We've seen that get together a couple of times this year for Colin Delia. 31st appearance on the season, a record of 15-12-1, 2 shutouts, 2.74 goals against average, and a .910 save percentage. He is 2-3-0 against the Griffins this season. For Pat Nagel, he is 2-1-0 against the IceHogs this year, and it's his 20th appearance on the year, a 9-7-1 standing, 2.23 goals against average, and a .924 save percentage. IceHogs will get it in front of Delia, left wing side, but they cannot clear, but we're going to get ourselves a penalty call here, and this is going to go against Grand Rapids. Was a brief delay, but it's going to be a rough, and this is going to go against Michael Rasmussen. And the IceHogs will hop on the Mountain Dew man advantage. Just a little more than 3.5 gone in the opening period. So Rasmussen will report in the IceHog man advantage, which has used the last couple of days to practice to help them out. No pair of power play goals over the last 7 contests. And they are 1 for 30 in the head-to-head series against Grand Rapids, including no power play goals over the last 6 get-togethers. IceHogs a chance to open up the game, scoring with this man advantage. Face off to the far side of Nagel, gets pushed off to the right wing point near boards. It's TJ Brennan, lets one go, it gets blocked down, and the Griffins on a loose puck battle, middle of the ice, will clear it all the way down to the far corner of Delia. IceHog power play slipping down to 29th in the American Hockey League, 11.6%, taking on a Grand Rapids PK that's done all right, 12th overall at 82.7. However, they have given up 5 power play goals in their last 5 contests. IceHogs in the neutral zone. Here's McLaughlin looking up ahead, left to right. He'll bust on in to the offensive zone for Anton Vadine, left wing circle. Vadine hands off to the blue line. That's where it's taken by TJ Brennan. Brennan to Jacob Nielsen. One-timer knocked down by the goal stick of Pat Nagel. Brandon Hagel on top of the blue paint too, hoping for the rebound and almost swatted it out of midair, but the Griffins able to clear it up the right side and back to center. 1 minute to go on this power play. It's TJ Brennan being chased in by Joe Valeno. Brennan behind his own net now. He'll ring it up the right side for Philip Kurashev. Return it back to the IceHog blue liner. IceHogs making a change. And now Brennan will look to begin the breakout. 45 seconds left on this power play. Right wing side for Gabriel Gagne. He'll make his way into the offensive zone, dumping around backside for Tyler Secura, the IceHog team captain. Secura below the goal line for Gagne. Angles it up the right side, gets around Philip Kurashev, and that'll slide back into the IceHog zone. So IceHogs having a full skate in front of them now once again as Dylan Secura up the middle from Nicholas Bodine. He'll waltz through center, now peel off the right wing boards and look to the goal line for Gagne. Gagne back onto Dylan. Dylan could not handle it cleanly, and that'll go off the stick of Giovanni Smith. It'll send it high and down. 8 seconds left on this IceHog power play. Not able to set up as Bodine trying to get one more push through down the right wing. He's got Tyler Secura. Secura near circle, drop pass. Nobody there. Giovanni Smith sends it back up the left side, but this will angle up into the Grand Rapids bench. Rasmussen just took a step out of the box. So as the whistle sounds, we will go back to 5-on-5 hockey with 14-16 left in the first period. IceHogs 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Rockford 0 for 2 in their last outing at San Antonio last Sunday in their 3-0 loss, 6th shutout loss of the year for them. For the Griffins, they allowed 2 power play goals on Tuesday, also against the San Antonio Rampage. And what turned out to be a 4-3 victory for this Griffins bunch. They would have a power play goal of their own also, going 1 for 3 in that showdown. Puck drop to the glove hand side of Pat Nagel. He has faced 4 IceHog shots already. Grand Rapids with 1 look on Colin Delia. They'll break it up the right wing side. Matt Pumple through center and into the offensive zone, held up just inside the blue line. Rockford will chip it back out to center, but on it is going to be McElrath, who will send this high and well over top of the net of Delia down to my left. On the breakout will be Josh McArdle, puts it up the middle for Nick Moutry. Moutry up the right side for Entwistle, cross ice pass, one-time attempt. That one jumping around on Garrett Mitchell, not a clean look for him. And this will just turn out to be an icing call for Grand Rapids. Little one-on-one battle. TJ Brennan's gonna beat everyone to it, but no icing. And Brennan could not get the clean clear up the left wing side. Griffin's able to keep it down below the goal line near corner. Joe Valeno going in heavy after it alongside Giovanni Smith. Forced the turnover out to the blue line. Long wrist shot popped up over top of Delia. Plenty of traffic in front of him. IceHogs up with it. Tyler Secura left wing for younger brother Dylan. Dylan through the middle of the ice, now into the offensive zone. Wrist shot blocked down before it ever got through to Pat Nagel. into the near corner. Tyler Secura digs it free. Off to the far side boards for Dillon. Out to the blue line. A long one-timer by McCoshen. That one way over top of the Grand Rapids net. Alexander Fortan picking it up off the back wall. Gets it away from Valeno. Up along the near side for Dylan Secura. Dillon and Tyler. Outside rim of the near dot. Dillon got his stick knocked out of his hands. And that'll open it up for Valeno to get the clear to center. 12:41 to go in the first period. No score in the contest as the IceHogs trying to move their feet and get this puck once again back in the offensive zone. Long passing though for the Griffins, finding Smith left wing side, gets a tip, and that'll go all the way down behind it, Delia, and the Griffins will make a line change. Smith thought that might have been an icing against his squad, but the linesmen say play on, and the IceHogs put it out to center ice. Chad Christo turns it over, right wing side, Ford drops it off at the circle for Sider, the blue liner, pinching in from his right point position. His wrister goes wide, and the IceHogs recover. Jacob Nielsen left to right, bringing it back to the neutral zone. Left wing side for Anton Vadine. He'll scamper down to the far corner, slam on the brakes, go out to the blue line. Chad Chris, a one-timer. That gets broken up and ends up in the near corner. Jacob Nielsen going in after it. Nielsen takes a few bumps, goes across the ice for Chris. Chris in the middle for Hagel. Hagel, quick passing for Bodine, down to the right corner for Nielsen. A lot of passes for the IceHogs, not a whole lot of shot attempts. As Matthew Ford takes it away from Nielsen and hustles out to center. He'll just dump it on goal. Colin Delia will watch it straight into the catching glove, and he will hang on. 11:37 to go in the first period. No scoring. IceHogs and Griffins beginning what is a busy weekend and a little home-and-home action between the two clubs to close out their season-long series. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
When you welcomed OSF Healthcare into your community, we took it to heart. Serving with the greatest care and love is always at the heart of what we do. Every decision we make has one purpose: to provide you with a better tomorrow. That's why we're expanding primary care throughout the community, adding new specialists, and offering online and new urgent care options. We're there for every heartbeat, every step, every smile. OSF Healthcare. See how we're serving the heart of your community.
Have a howling great time with the IceHogs on Dog Day on Wednesday, March 18th at 7 p.m. versus Milwaukee at the BMO. Bring your dog to the game with a $2 donation benefiting local animal shelters and enjoy $2 hot dogs. Grab your Dog Day tickets now at icehogs.com.
Go Hog Wild! You're dialed into IceHogs Hockey and the IceHogs Broadcast Network.
No score, IceHogs and Griffins, 11:37 to go in the first period. 9th of 10 meetings between the clubs. IceHogs will close out their head-to-head series at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids tomorrow. 6 o'clock Central Puck Drop. Hope you'll join us here on the IceHogs Broadcast Network. And then it's on to Rosemont, Illinois for an Illinois Lottery Cup get-together against the Chicago Wolves on a Sunday afternoon. As the Griffins off the face-off, poke it in front of Colin Delia. Loose puck around the crease. Delia tried a couple of times to close it off, but it ends up behind the net. And Josh McCardle trying to knock it free. Puck comes back off the near post and out to the blue line. McElrath keeps it in for the Griffins. IceHogs had a 4-1 shot lead. Grand Rapids off that little push there, able to even things up, but we still sit with zeros on the scoreboard. Dylan McLaughlin on a fly breakout to center ice, knocks it about knee-high and moves into the offensive zone. McLaughlin left circle, forces a turnover, gets it back, now comes up to the near boards and out to the blue line for TJ Brennan. Brennan, he'll walk the line all the way to the far side of the ice, hands it over to Khrushchev, wrist shot, skips into skates, and stopped right at the bottom of the right circle. A quick little lob coming from Dominic Turgeon from the Griffins side. He'll hit center ice and throw it all the way down. Line changes for both clubs. 10.5 to play in the opening frame. IceHogs left to right, trying to swat it back to center. Garrett Mitchell, though, had it roll underneath him, and Kyle Wood on the Griffins' blue line. He'll make his way up the middle and now throw it into the far corner of Delia. Garrett Mitchell to pick it up from Nick Mutry, left wing side for Mackenzie Entwistle. Entwistle into the zone. Wrist shot, scores! Mackenzie Entwistle with the tally. Makes it 1-0 IceHogs with 10:13 to go in period number one. His 10th of the year, a snapshot low on the ice. Gets underneath Pat Nagel. And for Entwistle, that's his 4th goal of his head-to-head series. Leading all IceHogs in the goal-scoring category against the Griffins. So he gets things started with the bang on a nice flip up the left wing side, a rolling puck, but settles it and just blows it past that left leg pad of Nagel. So 1-0 Hogs, nearly halfway through the first period. Restart controlled by Grand Rapids, right wing side. They'll skate down to the far corner. Out to the blue line is Lashoff. Lashoff poked away by Entwistle. IceHogs get a little help behind him, and they will slip it out to center ice. Lashoff taking it at the Griffins blue line, goes right up the middle for Joe Valeno. Valeno into the zone, right from the middle of the ice, trying to get a wrist shot away. Stick was lifted, ends up getting kicked down to the near corner. Giovanni Smith coming up with it. Smith out to the blue line, long wrist shot to Sider, into the catching glove of Calandelia.
Mackenzie Entwistle, assisted by 14 Garrett Mitchell and 7 Nick Moutry. Time of the IceHogs even strength goal 9:47. IceHogs goal scored by Entwistle, assisted by Mitchell.
So there you have it. Nick Moutry and Garrett Mitchell picking up the points for Moutry. Now a goal and 2 assists over his last 5, helping pick up Mackenzie Entwistle's 10th goal of the campaign. We'll take a timeout as Delia came up with that last stop. It's 1-0 IceHogs with 9:41 to play in the first. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
The Rockford IceHogs make it easy to have fun and save money. Taco Tuesdays feature $2 tacos and $5 craft beers. Wednesday Dog Days let you bring your dog to the game while eating $2 hot dogs. Friday IceHog games are $2 beer nights with ice-cold Bud Lights for $2. Saturdays are Hogs and Hops games when 2 beers and a game ticket cost $22. And Sundays are family 4-pack games when 4 tickets, 4 soft drinks, and a large pizza cost $44. For tickets, click IceHogs.com.
Your Rockford IceHogs take the ice as the Wagon Wheel Cardinals on Saturday, March 21st at 6 p.m. versus Iowa. Celebrate the history of one of the oldest teams in the state line and join our annual Jersey Auction Night presented by Insurance King and benefiting the Greg Lindmark Foundation. See the jerseys and grab your tickets now at IceHogs.com.
Go Hog Wild! You're dialed into IceHogs Hockey and the IceHogs Broadcast Network.
9:41 to go in the first period. IceHogs leading 1-0 on the visiting Grand Rapids Griffins. Mackenzie Entwistle picking up his 10th goal of the season, 4th in the head-to-head against Grand Rapids. He is now tied for the team lead for the IceHogs in the head-to-head with Tyler Secura. Secura coming in with 5 assists. Entwistle now 4 goals and a helper. As Rockford left wing side, thanks to a stop from their goaltender at the break, will punch it out of their own zone. What a quick turnaround at the neutral stripe will be Joe Valeno. He'll dip it back inside IceHogs defensive territory. Shots are even at 5 as Dylan Secura left wing on the breakout for the home club. He'll dump it around the boards of Pat Nagel in net for the Griffins. IceHogs force a turnover and Dylan Secura comes back up with it. Dylan left wing side, wrist shot, and that one snakes through. Tyler Secura, a little tap dance over top of the puck to let it slide on by, ends up in the near corner. Tyler Secura picking it up, goes behind the net for Fortan. Fortan to the blue line left point for Bodine. Long wrist shot right into the catching glove of Nagel, who will hang on tight and wait for another halt in play. Pat Nagel mentioned his numbers a few moments ago. This is appearance number 20 on the season, the most ever in his AHL career. The most AHL games prior to today was 2, and he made 2 appearances in 14-15 with both Grand Rapids and Rochester, and also 2 appearances with Syracuse in 2012 and 2013. Primarily over his 11 seasons, has been down in the ECHL. Toledo the last couple of seasons helped them reach to the Kelly Cup Finals a year ago before falling to Newfoundland. But taking advantage of the situation in front of them, Detroit and Grand Rapids battling some goaltender injuries, so Pat Nagel making the most of it. IceHogs off the draw, get a quick shot away. Nagel a chest pad save, and the rebound sent up the near wall. Josh McArdle has to track it out to the neutral zone. On to Jacob Nielsen. Nielsen left wing side for Yoni Tula, who will dump it right back down. Nagel gets a quick touch on it, hands this one over to Kyle Wood. Wood right side will bang it up the wall, skips over top of Matthew Ford, and Rockford will get it back. Josh McArdle right wing. Hits up Anton Vanine on the dump in. Chasing after it is Brandon Hagel. Wood to pick it up again for the Griffins. Left wing, angles it up ahead for Jared Lucas Savages. Had it taken away by TJ Brennan. Good read by the veteran blue liner, and Brennan will circle back at his own blue line. Right wing side for McLaughlin, who will dump it back into the offensive zone. Nagel out to play it, mishandled it, and almost gave it right up to McLaughlin. He came sliding back, puck came out on top of the crease. It jumped off the boards away from the Griffins netminder, and McLaughlin had a wide open net, and Nagel coming off the far post from behind the cage, flies back in front and just got it underneath the leg pads. Almost a gift right there on a dump in for Dylan McLaughlin, but Nagel hustling into position, hangs on tight. So the faceoff will be to his right-hand side. False start on the draw going against Grand Rapids. Rasmussen kicked out. IceHogs are going to win it away anyways. Wrist shot off the post from the blue line. McCoshen gets it through, and it rings the iron just underneath the blocker hand of Pat Nagel. So a stressful couple of seconds for the veteran Griffins netminder, but Grand Rapids right side to center, turned it over. Gabriel Gagne, 2-on-3 back into the zone. Goes across the ice for the trailer. Wrist shot, that's Kurashev, and it goes wide. Up to the right wing point for TJ Brennan. Brennan to McCoshen to Brennan. One-timer patted down by Nagel. IceHogs buzzing around. Grand Rapids having an awfully hard time controlling that puck in their own zone. McLaughlin right wing had it knocked out from underneath them. Chris Terry to center ice, but Gagne forces a turnover, and Kurashev catches his pass left wing. Kurashev to Chris to Kurashev, goes over for the one-timer. McLaughlin couldn't get it in his skates. Turgeon turning it out quickly for the Griffins. Left wing for Turner Elson, who will rip it behind the net. Abdelia carry up the right wing side. Pinching down from the blue line is McElrath. He'll bring it back over to the near boards. Near corner and left wing point for Chalosky. Hands it over to Pumple in the bottom of the near dot. And Colandelia denies his quick snapshot and waits patiently for the stop. 6:44 to go in the first period. IceHogs passing one too many times. They had Kurashev with Chris trying to go backdoor from McLaughlin on a tic-tac-toe setup. And that was right between the legs of McLaughlin, trying to drop down to a knee and at least get it off the skate and maybe kick it up to the stick. What a tough one there, but right now Grand Rapids, they've been coughing up the puck. IceHogs aggressive on the forecheck, getting those turnovers to go their way. They lead 1-0, up in shots as well, 9-6. Face off to the right-hand blocker side of Colandelia. Garrett Mitchell with an assist on the Mackenzie Entwistle marker. He'll slip it up the right wing side. Entwistle trying to grab it. And that's just enough to go down through center and all the way, potentially for an icing. Yes, it will reach. So another defensive zone faceoff coming right back up. IceHogs celebrating a country night tonight at the BMO, and then they'll be back home on the 18th of March. They'll only have, after this weekend, one game next week. That'll be on Saturday in Rosemont. So the Hogs certainly happy to have the week of practice and rest to their disposal, but they also know it amplifies this weekend because everybody else is going to be playing hockey while they are off. So a chance to point up on the IceHogs, if you will, with games in hand. Rockford coming in tonight just 2 points out of third place in the division, which is currently being held by Grand Rapids. 61 points for them. IceHogs at 59. And then you got four other teams smushed between those two. So it is a log jam from third place to sixth place. And you also can't count out the 7 and 8 teams in Texas and Manitoba. They're not too far behind all of the clubs either. Puck knocked up and out of play in the neutral zone. 6:10 to go in the first period. 1-0 Rockford. Mackenzie Entwistle getting up on the scoreboard tonight. 10th of the season, point number 25 on the campaign. IceHogs led by Brandon Hagel, 19 goals on the year. His 30 points tied for 16th among rookies coming in. Tyler Secure on the point front, 34 points, 20 assists, leads Rockford on that side. For the Grand Rapids Griffins perspective, it's all Chris Terry, 20 goals and 30 assists for 50 points. And he is 9th in the AHL scoring race. At one point in time, at the beginning of this head-to-head series, he was the #1 goal scorer, but has since tailed off. But has picked up assists left and right on the Grand Rapids Griffins lineup that has seen a lot of changeover these last several weeks. IceHogs left to right, barreling down into the offensive zone. Here's Dylan Secura. Swings behind the net of Pat Nagel. Comes up near corner, down to the middle of the ice. Great shot. Nagel, a right pad save through traffic, and the puck ends up in the far corner. DJ Brennan pinching down into the skates of Joe Valeno. Brennan pulls it off the wall, looking for a snapshot. Had his back towards the front of the net. Really had to curl around his own wrist to turn it on net. But it'll get off his skates and bank up the right side. IceHogs will collect it in the neutral zone. Alexander Fortan hustling back into the offensive end. Fortan, long wrist shot from the right side. Good distance out. Nagel had some trouble, fought that one off, but the rebound jumped away from him. And Grand Rapids left wing, they'll just poke this one to center ice and now dump it down behind Colin Delia. Rockford will regroup as Joni Tula, right wing boards, looking ahead. He's got Brandon Hagel, but Hagel not liking what he's seeing. He'll spin back behind his own cage. Leaves it for Tula once again. Joni up the right wing side. Head up, trying to make the play ahead for Anton Vadine. Stopped just outside the Griffins' blue line, but Tula following up on the initial pass. Came right back to him. He'll just blast it around the boards, and Hagel will have it left circle. Returns it around to the near boards. He's got Nielsen at the corner. Out to the blue line for McArdle. A one-timer set up by Tula, and that goes off a shin pad and wide. Anton Vadine coming up with it. Vadine across the ice for McArdle. Left wing point, long wrist shot. Pad save by Nagel on a one-time attempt by Joni Tula, sneaking in there. It got kicked in front of Nagel on a long wrister from Josh McArdle. And Joni Tula right in the perfect spot, but Nagel just reaching out with the glove in the left leg. Got enough of it. And the IceHogs on a clear to center try and bring it back in, but they go offside. Hogs pouring on the pressure. They got one goal on the board. They lead 1-0 with 4:01 to play in the first period. We'll take a step aside. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
Bring your four-legged family members to Pucks and Paws Night on Sunday, March 29th at 4 p.m. versus Chicago. The first 1,500 fans receive an IceHogs dog collar presented by Riverside Dental. That's your collectible IceHogs dog collar on Pucks and Paws Night. Grab your tickets now at icehogs.com.
Are you going out tonight?
What? No.
But you have your coat on in the castle. And everyone's all dressed up.
Are they? Well, maybe it's laundry night. Something like that, probably.
And you're drinking Bud Light Platinum.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. Just let's go quickly. Don't wait up. Bud Light Platinum.
Did you ditch him?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have a clue.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Bud Light Platinum, brewed for the night.
It's time to get back to the action. You're tuned into Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network. Here's Joey Z.
1-0 IceHogs, 4:01 to go in the first period. Mackenzie Entwistle hitting the back of the net at 9:46 with help from Garrett Mitchell and Nick Mutry. Neutral zone face-off. Griffins with it. They're skating right to left here in period number 1. Long dump down to the far corner of netminder Colin Delia. Well, the Griffins will bring it around. Here's Michael Rasmussen near corner. Drops it off for Taro Hirose, who will go back around to the far side. Hirose, top of the right circle. Drops it off to McElrath at the blue line. Long wrist shot. Blocker down by Delia, and the IceHogs get the rebound up the middle. Anton Vadine with speed. He's got Hagel. Vadine goes across the ice. Pass and skates to Hagel. Fires. Pad save coming by Nagel. Pat Nagel trying to find it from that goal crease for the Griffins. Cross ice passing. Banking off his skates. Turning every which direction. But Hagel trying to rip off what would have been his team-leading 20th goal of the campaign. Griffins on the counter, left wing side. Long wrister by Lashoff, fought off by Delia. And the rebound comes to the top of the near dot. Taken by Gabriel Gagne, who will send it high and across the ice far board. Lands in front of the penalty boxes. And the Griffins will turn it back around. But they were going to get signaled down for a penalty here. A slashing call is going to halt the play as the IceHogs were slowing them up. Breaking it down the right wing side, and this will be a call going against the IceHogs. Ian McCoshin with the slash, and the Griffins power play will get their first look of the contest, coming with 2:56 remaining in period number 1. Griffins man advantage. They are 6th in the American Hockey League at 20.5%. They are on a 5-game power play goal scoring streak with 6 markers over that stretch of time. As the IceHogs PK, they have been dinged up lately. 8 goals against in their last 5 games, sitting in the basement of the American Hockey League. A 31st of 31 teams, 76.6%. Draw to the right hand of Delia. False start for both clubs. The linesman will step in and chat things over. IceHogs gave up one power play goal on Sunday at San Antonio, and that proved to be the game-winning marker in a 3-0 setback. Austin Pagansky for the Rampage. He would open up the game scoring in that third period with the power play marker. Rockford shorthanded. Tyler Secura from Alexander Fortan. A one-time bid, and Secura got all of it, but a stick save by Nagel has it pop up over top of the cage and into the protective netting. IceHogs 9 shorthanded goals this year for Grand Rapids. They have given up 12, which is tied for third most in the AHL. And Secura almost found some daylight there on a nice setup from Alexander Fortan. Fortan's got 2 shorthanded goals of his own. Tyler's got a tally also. Face off to the right side of the Griffins netminder. IceHogs have it. They'll just ring it around the boards. Carries up to the near wing. Jacob Nielsen trying to pull it off the wall. Comes down to Hiroshi at the goal line, and he'll escape danger, and the Griffins will look to break it out of their own end. Still 90 seconds left on their power play, and an IceHog window world penalty kill. Giovanni Smith will take it from Maurice Sider left wing. Makes his way down through center and into the offensive zone near corner. Gets pinned up on the outside of the net. Chad Chris had everybody locked up, and Yoni Tula comes away. Tula right side will just send it high off the wall and down. Line changes coming up for both clubs. 2:02 left in the first period. Still a $1-4 on this window world PK. IceHogs up 1-0 as Pumple. Left wing side re-engaging the zone for the Griffins. Sends it up the right wing. An angled pass to the blue line. Could not be held on. And here goes Fortan shorthanded. Fortan fires. Pad save by Nagel. And the rebound goes up the middle. Fortan couldn't get it back. He'll chase the Griffins, however, to the near side of the ice. Dennis Chalosky with Fortan all over his backside. Fortan is going to get it away again. Fortan, a rolling puck to the middle. Drop pass. Secura, wrist shot off the outside of Pumple and wide. Griffins playing with a little bit of fire there. Both Tyler Secura and Alexander Fortan getting great looks shorthanded. 22 seconds left on the man advantage. Stretch pass for the Griffins. They have not been able to set up on the power play whatsoever. Long dump behind Delia will just rim around to the left side. Mutri to center. Fandon, and here's Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell overskates the puck, and that'll buy the Griffins a little bit of a sigh of relief. Coming out of the box is McCoshin right now. IceHogs successful in the window world penalty kill is McCoshin. Left wing side. Collects it right at his feet as he steps out on the ice. He'll just turn and dump it with now under a minute to go in period number 1. So both teams 0 for 1 on their opening power plays. Grand Rapids, long dump to the far corner of Delia. Up with it is Josh McArdle. McArdle to the middle of the ice for Garrett Mitchell. He'll put it on the backhand at center, down to the near corner. Out comes Nagel to play it. Nagel right wing side, right into the shin pads of Mitchell. He'll continue to battle along, keeps it with him. In comes Mackenzie Entwistle, the lone goal scorer of period number 1. He'll backhand it behind the net of Nagel. That'll carry up the right side and out to center. Dylan McLaughlin spinning back into his own zone, trying to play catch with his D and McArdle. McArdle ran into a little bit of trouble. McLaughlin will bail him out along the left side. 6 minutes to go in the frame to Entwistle. Long wrist shot from center ice in on goal. Nagel will kick it out to the right-hand boards, and that's how we will close out period number 1.
You're tuned into Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network. Here's Joey Z.
Puck is down for the second period of action. The IceHogs lead the Grand Rapids Griffins 1-0. Hogs skating right to left here in period number 2, but it's Grand Rapids that'll get things started, trying to pick up and move their feet compared to what we saw from them in period number 1. IceHogs doing a great job forcing turnovers and having them back on their heels, but they'll just dump it in behind Colin Delia, and the IceHogs will race back out the other direction. Nick Mutri out there with Mackenzie Entwistle and Garrett Mitchell. This is the line that scored the tally in period number 1. Out to the blue line, Chad Chris, right wing point. Steers it up to the far corner. Mutri is on it. Nick Mutri, a cross ice pass to Bodine at the blue line. Back to Mutri, middle of the ice. A backhander, misses the net. Great setup for Mutri, moving to the middle of the ice, but the puck jumping on him and could not get the backhanded bid away. Rockford on a clear out to center, recovering. Dylan Secura trying to keep it moving forward, but Taro Hiroshi steals it away, and he'll dump it in deep for the Griffins. They're making a change of their own. Grand Rapids and Hiroshi behind the net, looking off to the near corner. Now out to the blue line for McElrath. Long wrist shot deflected down just past the near post of Delia. Plenty of sticks in traffic, but it'll carry up to Rasmussen left wing side. He'll skate it to center. Delayed offside going against the Griffins. Hiroshi collects the pass right wing. Rasmussen trying to take it away, but the Hogs force it away. It's going to go a stretch pass left wing for Fortan. He's all twisted up with McElrath, but Fortan able to beat out the icing call as it slides on down to the near corner. Griffins trying to find their footing. Long feed, right wing side, back to center for Hiroshi. Sends it down to the near corner of Delia. Puck reversed out the left wing, and Tula goes out to Fortan. Stretch pass, Fortan trying to sneak it in. He scores! Beautiful move, Alexander Fortan dances around Pat Nagel, and the IceHogs make it 2-0. Nearly 2 minutes into the second. Fortan scored on a move just like that a couple of games ago, shorthanded against San Antonio. He was sent loose in the first period, and Nagel had an answer for him both times. But now he's able to break free on a stretch pass, and Alexander Fortan makes the Griffins pay. His 8th goal of the season, now 2 goals and 2 assists over his last 4. And that's a dandy of a move and a great way for the IceHogs to get things rolling for period number 2.
Oh! His 8th of the season, scored by 26, Alexander Fortan. Assisted by 36, Yoni Tulula. Time of the IceHogs even strength goal, 150.
So a blink of an eye into the second period, 1 minute and 50 seconds. Alexander Fortan on a great headman pass from Yoni Tulula. Dances around Pat Nagel. IceHogs looking for more off the restart. And a quick little push in front of Delia. They'll go right to left, back out to center. McArdle on a little bit of a lofty dump. Had it knocked down. The Griffins get it back to the neutral zone. Valeno gets bumped sideways, but still finds Hiroshi left side. Long wrister in on Delia. He wanted to play it. Caught it with the trapping glove, but did not pop up quick enough. And a quick whistle. 17:20 remaining in the second period. So Alexander Fortan, his 8th of the season from Yoni Tulula. For Tulula, assist number 6 on the year, upping his point total to 8. Faceoff will be to the right-hand side of Delia. Philip Kurashev will swing on through. Quick little false start. I thought momentarily they were going to reset it, but no. Kurashev wins it away from Chase Pearson, and the IceHogs will look for the breakout. They'll go up the near wall for Gagne at center. Into the offensive zone, looking for Kurashev near corner. Pushed off the boards and up the right side. Lucas Savages returns in front of the IceHog bench of neutral ice. Lucas Savages, though, met by a pinching Chad Chris. He'll squeeze it back down the left wing and into the offensive zone. Maureen Sider coming up with it for the Griffins. He'll get it out of the near side pile. Go across for Lashoff, who will dump it on down. Rockford will bang it up the right side, return it to center. Gagne had it slashed off of his stick, but Kurashev is right behind him. Philip Kurashev up the right side for Gagne to the center red line. Griffins force a turnover. Nice flip away for a Chad Chris to disrupt their turnover and move into the offensive zone. Now they'll just dump it on it down. Chris will look for the breakout, and the Griffins will make a line change. Gabriel Gagne, he'll weave through center ice right to left, now potted into the near corner, and the IceHogs will get some fresh skaters as well. 3:40 gone in period number 2. IceHogs extend their lead 2-0 now on a tally by Alexander Fortan. $1:50 into this second. Right wing TJ Brennan at the blue line. Long wrister, blockered away by Pat Nagel, and the rebound to the far corner for Mackenzie Entwistle. Entwistle behind the net for Garrett Mitchell. He gets smushed as he comes over to the near corner. Could not make a play to the blue line for Brennan, and sneaking around him is Elson. Elson right wing side. Griffins are offside. Matt Pumple couldn't get the timing down, and that's going to bring a fast stop to the Griffins moving on in. Turner Elson was full steam ahead, especially with the IceHog defense spun around a little bit, and TJ Brennan, who was just about to pinch down in the offensive zone, so he was trying to hustle back. And Elson had the upper hand, but Matt Pumple would jump the gun a little bit off that left wing board. So the face-off directly in front of the Griffins bench, and their head coach Ben Simon, former IceHog assistant for a pair of years, 2011 through 2013. Overall record is 77-63, 4-8. Behind the bench helping out for the IceHogs, he and head coach Derek King. Longtime friends, always kind of make this relationship a lot of fun in the head-to-head series. Well, it's split right down the middle. A 4-4-0 record the IceHogs have against the Griffins coming into tonight, the 9th of 10 meetings. Long wrist shot from the left circle. Griffins get it through on Delia, but no trouble for him. He will hang on with 15:26 to go in the middle stanza. And speaking of head-to-heads, tonight is the 99th all-time meeting between the clubs, so it only seems fitting that the 10th and final get-together tomorrow in Van Andel is 100 between the two rivals. Not as much history as, say, Milwaukee or Chicago, but when these two teams get together, fireworks go off, whether it's here at the BMO or at Van Andel Arena. Ball start off the draw to the right-hand side of Delia. So both parties will have to reset Jacob Nielsen. They'll go in there against Michael Rasmussen. Nielsen falling down. Rasmussen has it in his skates. Couple of poke checks. Hagel had it for a moment, but the puck will land to the far corner. TJ Brennan wrapping it around his own end wall up the right side. Looking for Ian McCoshen over to the near boards. McCoshen out to the blue line to Sider. A wrist shot that deflects off a stick and goes way up into the protective netting above Delia, and will bring another stoppage in play. So nearly 5 minutes gone in the second period. IceHogs and Griffins duking it out. Mention the game tomorrow, but join us on the IceHog Broadcast Network on Sunday as well. A 3 o'clock showdown. Hogs will square off against the Chicago Wolves in Rosemont. Chance number 2 for the IceHogs to try and lock up that Illinois Lottery Cup. They are 6-2 in that head-to-head, but Chicago has won 2 of the last 3 meetings. Off this face-off, it looks like we got ourselves a conversation going on with the officials. Puck was dropped just off the glove hand of Colin Delia. So we will reset and see what this is all about. Jacob Nielsen doing a little flyby over to the referee's crease across from our viewpoint at the BMO. And it looks like a penalty might be being called here. Yeah, face-off violation going against Rockford. That's what was the discussion, and the linesman who dropped the puck was making the call and just communicating with the off-ice officials across the way and the staff. So this will be power play number 2 for the Griffins on that face-off violation. 0 for 1. Both teams empty-handed on power play number 1 back in the opening period. IceHogs will win the draw to the right side of Delia and quickly backhanded on outs. Griffins man advantage, 6th overall in the American Hockey League at 20.5%. 5-game power play goal scoring streak coming in to tonight as they'll try and make quick work of the breakout through center ice and go over to the near side. Chris Terry, wrist shot, pad save, Delia, rebound. Puck gets lost in the blue paint. IceHog banging up the left wing side, not out to center though. Comes back to Terry. Terry across for Pumple. Wrist shot. Shouldered down by Delia. And Pumple gets the rebound again. To the blue line. Chalosky. Wrist shot. Deflected to the right-hand post of Delia. Grand Rapids trying to keep up the pressure. A couple of great looks. Now working off to the near post to Delia. And to the middle of the ice. It's Terry. Terry trying to find some room to Svechnikov. Could not get a shot away. Rolls away from him. And the IceHogs will clear it down a little helter-skelter in front of Delia. But Rockford can make a line change. Griffins close to trying to tie this thing up in 1. Left wing Giovanni Smith bringing it back into the offensive zone for the visiting club. They'll ring it around the boards for Matthew Ford. Ford, though, as it turned away in the IceHogs right side, will clang it out to center. Anton Badin chasing it back into the Griffin defensive zone. Badin keeping up his pressure as Joe Valeno escapes through center. Valeno up the middle of the ice, now right wing side to Ford at the outside rim of the near dot. Bangs it around and finds his target in Taro Hirose off the left wing circle. Hirose back behind the net for Ford. Right wing circle, Valeno, and Valeno to the blue line for Sider. Sider left side, Hirose a wrist shot into the belly of Delia, who will hang on tight. Griffins able to work the puck around the offensive zone. Did not do any of that in their first power play. In fact, the IceHogs got 2 shorthanded looks on that Grand Rapids attempt back in period number 1. But Colin Delia holding on. 20 seconds remaining on the Window World PK. Face off to his right. Tyler Secura dipping down to take this draw. Shoulder to shoulder with Valeno. Secura's going to win to the far corner. TJ Brennan lobs it high up the right side. That'll go way over Hiroshi and all the way down. Jacob Nielsen is standing, ready to return to the playing surface after serving his time on a face-off violation. Griffins hurrying it up right side. Matthew Ford, the team captain, to the blue line. Drops it off for Sider. Out of the box is Nielsen. Sider down low to the near corner for Giovanni Smith. Goes behind the net. Healthy shove by Brennan. Smith lost it in his skates. Looking for Valeno up the near boards. But down to Hiroshi. Hiroshi, a backhanded effort right into the midsection of Yoni Tula. He'll kick it along to the corner. Taro Hiroshi trying to knock it free. But Tyler Secura working closely with Brennan. Knock it loose. They'll backhand it around to the far side. And Yoni Tula will pick it up. TJ Brennan will reverse it around from Tula, left wing for Tyler Secura to the center red line. He will dump it down, and the IceHogs will get a change. So another successful Window World penalty kill. Griffins are 0 for 2 tonight. IceHogs keeping this puck deep inside, well beyond the goal line of goaltender Pat Nagel. 12:23 left in the second period. A 2-0 IceHog advantage. Grand Rapids clearing it up the right side, right in front of the benches. It'll hit off the curved glass near the Griffins seating area and go up and out of play, so that'll bring us to a stoppage. 2-0 IceHogs. They get a marker 1 minute and 50 seconds into period number 2, thanks to Alexander Fortin. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
Today's world is hectic. Life is stressful, and healthcare options can be confusing. But amidst this confusion, you have one healthcare choice that makes sense. Chiropractic is a safe, natural, effective course of treatment for your most common ailments. For over 60 years, the Hulsebus Chiropractic Clinics have been offering drug-free and non-surgical solutions for healthier living, so you can feel confident in a healthcare approach that makes sense. The Hulsebus Chiropractic Clinics, for a natural, proven approach to good health.
Your Rockford IceHogs take the ice as the Wagon Wheel Cardinals on Saturday, March 21st at 6 p.m. versus Iowa. Celebrate the history of one of the oldest teams in the state line and join our annual Jersey Auction Night presented by Insurance King and benefiting the Greg Lindmark Foundation. See the jerseys and grab your tickets now at icehogs.com.
On the visiting Grand Rapids Griffins at BMO Harris Bank as center. Rockford just killed off the second power play for the Griffins. Dylan McLaughlin making his way out of the Rockford zone right to left off a Grand Rapids dump. He'll take it up the far wall and feed it in behind the net of goaltender Pat Nagel. Mackenzie Entwistle in period number 1 and Alexander Fortin here in the second. Able to slip pucks by him. IceHogs 17 at total shots. Grand Rapids with 14. Griffins looking to make a line change left to right. They'll dump it down to the near corner of Colin Delia on the other side of Nagel this evening. McLaughlin on the breakout right side for Gabriel Gagne. He'll sling it around the boards. Carry and wrap around to the near side. McLaughlin tied up by Ford. And the Griffins will look to move back out to center. Lucas Savage is knocked down at his blue line. Good read by Yoni Tula. He'll slip this one back behind Nagel. Out to play it again. Puck turned over. Josh McArdle trying to pinch in. Lost control, and now a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 developing. Matthew Ford right side. Wrist shot. Had it broken up. Yoni Tula might have got a stick in the way. Good effort there by McArdle, but then it just bounced onto Ford, who had a 3-on-1 going the other direction. Josh McArdle losing his stick in a good battle near corner. But Yoni Tula in to help him out, and he'll just send it sky high and out to center. Bounces back into the Griffins zone. IceHogs putting on a little pressure. Alexander Fortin out there with Tyler Secura and Dylan Secura. Griffins looking to make a change. He'll just dump it down to the near corner, and Ian McCoshin will pick it up behind the IceHog net. 10:38 to go in the second. A 2-0 IceHog lead. McCoshin sitting back, trying to look for the breakout. He's got Dylan left wing side. Dylan to his own blue line. Right wing for Josh McArdle. He'll backhand it up the wall. Could not hit any teammates on Michael Rasmussen will go the other direction. Rasmussen, left wing side for Chris Terry. Down to the goal line. Terry looking to go short side high. And that one from an angle in on Delia. Gets it off the shoulder pads, and the IceHogs come up with it. Alexander Fortan, lead pass across right wing for Jacob Nielsen. He'll go into the offensive zone. Slam on the brakes in the far corner. Nielsen reversing course to the blue line for TJ Brennan. Fires off the shin pads of Terry and skitters down to the near corner. Good effort there by Brennan. IceHogs force a turnover. It's Vadine, left wing, lets it go, and off a stick deflected wide. Into the far corner. It might have been Hagel that got a piece of it. And the Griffins will clear it on out. It's a rolling puck that'll end up down on Delia. So no icing, and TJ Brennan will hang on tight. 9.5 to play in the second, just over the halfway point of this contest. 2-zip IceHogs as Brennan looking for the breakout. Left wing for Hagel. He'll rush through center ice. Brandon Hagel hitting the speed. Throws it on goal just off the outside of the net. Wraps around to the right wing corner. Hagel trying to force the turnover back for the IceHogs, but Giovanni Smith comes up with it. Smith to center ice. Hits up Lashoff. Dancing through the neutral zone. Lashoff trying to get a shot away. A step over the blue line, but poked loose. And Garrett Mitchell, right wing, puts it up the wall. Did not get it out to center. Held in by Evgeny Svechnikov, but Svechnikov has to peel off for a change. IceHogs get a bouncer to go off a pair of skates. Oh, heads up, Delia plays it on a one-hop, and that's going to bring a stoppage as he hangs on. A little gathering after the whistle. But everybody will quickly separate. Linesman in the middle of it all, and that's a timeout on the ice upcoming. So we will take a break as well. 8:52 to go in the second. IceHogs leading it 2-0. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
Your Rockford IceHogs take the ice as the Wagon Wheel Cardinals on Saturday, March 21st at 6 p.m. versus Iowa. Celebrate the history of one of the oldest teams in the state line and join our annual Jersey Auction Night presented by Insurance King and benefiting the Greg Lindmark Foundation. See the jerseys and grab your tickets now at icehogs.com.
Are you going out tonight?
What? No.
But you have your coat on in the castle. And everyone's all dressed up.
Are they? Well, maybe it's laundry night. Something like that, probably.
And you're drinking Bud Light Platinum.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. Just let's go quickly. Don't wait up. Bud Light Platinum.
Did you ditch him?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have a clue.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Bud Light Platinum, brewed for the night.
You're dialed into IceHogs Hockey and the IceHogs Broadcast Network.
.8:52 left in the second period. IceHogs leading the Grand Rapids Griffins 2-0. Goals from Mackenzie Entwistle and Alexander Fortan. Entwistle in period number 1, Fortan a minute and 50 seconds into this second period. Shots are even at 17 aside. Grand Rapids in this middle frame with 8 on target. IceHogs limited to just 2 on goaltender Pat Nagel, but the Fortan goal, a dandy to get one of those 2 to convert. Face off to the right side of Delia. IceHogs are up with it. Right to left is McCoshen. He will skate to center. McCoshen on a delayed call now. Throws it into the far corner. We got ourselves a bit of a shoving match behind the play involving TJ Brennan and Giovanni Smith. And Smith is going to get the gate. And Brennan's just going to skate away and head off to the IceHog bench. So Smith not happy. He thought he was going to have a dance partner in TJ Brennan. But Brennan, realizing the IceHogs were going to go on the power play if he just kept his cool, skated away. So Rockford hopping on their second man advantage. A Mountain Dew power play, trying to extend their lead. Face-off will be to the right-hand side. Blocker of Pat Nagel. IceHogs 0 for 1. Rasmussen picked up a roughing call. 3:39 into the contest. IceHogs not able to set up or get any real chances on Nagel as the Griffins at the near dot will win the draw and clear it on down.
Penalty 11-16. Grand Rapids Smith roughing minor 11-16 second period.
So there's the call as TJ Brennan right to left moving out to center ice. Drop pass for Anton Vadine left wing side. Vadine into the offensive zone. Brings it around the boards. He's got McLaughlin waiting at the right circle. Dylan McLaughlin skates down to the goal line. Backhands it around the net for Vadine. Vadine left wing to the blue line for TJ Brennan. Brennan could not hold the line, and now we got a penalty call. It's going to be a trip, and this will be going against the IceHogs. Rockford had puck possession, and this is a trip away from the play. And it looks like Vadine here is going to make the slow skate. TJ Brennan was ready to shoot too, but the quick whistle from the officials knocked things down, and now we'll skate 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 27 seconds. So a tough offensive zone penalty to take there for the IceHogs. And the draw will return to the right hand of Delia. Kurashev in against Chris Terry. IceHogs will knock it loose. And the 4-on-4 begins. When the IceHogs get open ice, something about playing with extra space has created a lot of offense for them this year as Dylan Secura left wing side from a caution. Backhander and a stick save by Nagel off a turnover. So right on cue, talk about offense with open ice. Ian McCoshin gets a centering effort off the far post, and his backhanded bid just denied at the last second by Pat Nagel. Grand Rapids, right wing, trying to move into the offensive zone. They go across for Terry in front of Delia. Stick save, and helping him out is TJ Brennan. Might not have gone all the way on the goaltender. But Maurice Sider collects it along the right wing boards, top of the near circle. Sider, wrist shot, blocked down. That hit Chad Chris right in the chest. Sider gets the rebound, shoved off the puck by TJ Brennan. IceHogs looking for the stretch pass. They got Kurashev left wing side. Kurashev, backdoor, score! Dylan Secura on the one-timer. IceHogs make it 3-0 with 7:13 to play in the second period. Philip Kurashev, masterful pass, finding Dylan Secura, who snaps his 6-game pointless skid. Kurashev on the stretch pass out, had it left wing side. He just weaved down the wall into the offensive zone. He waited for Dylan to catch up to him, and then he just put it right in the wheelhouse. Absolutely nothing Nagel could do. In fact, he didn't move until after the puck was already behind him. So Dylan Secura is going to pick up his 14th on the year. And the IceHogs on the 4-on-4. What did I tell you? The 4-on-4, they convert. Grand Rapids up the right side trying to get something going their direction. They'll put it down to the near corner. Brandon Hagel has it pinned up. Hagel alongside with Svechnikov, Rasmussen, pardon me, but Rasmussen lost his stick, and the IceHogs have some room. It's still McLaughlin, right wing circle, McLaughlin, backdoor for Hagel, almost got that one to land on his stick. TJ Brennan and Philip Kurashev, the assists on the Dylan Secura marker. 4-on-4 comes to a close. Giovanni Smith now out of the box from his roughing call, and a brief power play here for the Griffins. They only have 12 seconds left on it, about half a minute to begin with. They'll poke the puck in behind Delia. It's power play number 3 officially for them as they'll jam it to the top of the crease. And Michael Rasmussen has it poked off a fallen stick in front of the IceHog netminder. Out of the box comes Anton Vadine now. And Vadine on a pass out to center ice is going to track it down. And Nagel's going to come out to play it. It just got away from Vadine into the near corner. And Nagel got just enough to get it out of harm's way as the Griffins backhanded up the right side. We got an offside call with 5:55 to go in this second. Going against the visiting club at the BMO. IceHogs striking 4-on-4. Dylan Secura from Philip Kurashev and TJ Brennan. 3-0 IceHogs. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
When a stroke happens, seconds count. From diagnosis and treatment to rehabilitation and continued care,
Mercy Health's comprehensive stroke team is with you every step of the way.
Offering you stroke care at the highest level. We don't just save lives, we restore them.
When you choose Mercy Health, you're choosing the most experienced team in the region. A stroke can happen at any time and anywhere, but the highest level of care happens right here. Mercy Health, a passion for making lives better.
Spice up your Tuesday on Taco Tuesday on Tuesday, March 24th at 7 p.m. versus Texas. Enjoy $2 tacos all game and grab a ticket, 2 tacos, and a margarita for only $15. Grab your Taco Tuesday tickets now at IceHogs.com.
You're dialed into IceHogs Hockey and the IceHogs Broadcast Network.
We can get down someplace just outside of town.
3-0 IceHogs, 5:55 to go in the second period. There are goals for Rockford in the middle stands. Alexander Fortin, a minute and 50 seconds in. From Yoni Tula and then Dylan Sekura from Kurashev and TJ Brennan only a couple of moments ago. Mackenzie Entwistle opened things up in period number 1, his 10th of the year. He's out there now as the IceHogs trying to get it out of their own zone. A bouncing puck coming off the right wing boards. Far side of the ice, skipped in front of Delia, but Chad Chris is on it. He'll put it out to a center ice, but quickly turning it around is Jared Lucas Savages for Grand Rapids. Wrister muscled off, ends up wide of the near post of Delia. Nick Mutry is up with it. Mutry cross ice for Garrett Mitchell, pass a little bit behind him, so he'll just reach back, collect and dump it on down to the far corner of Nagel. IceHogs have had Nagel and the Griffins on their heels for a good chunk of this one. 19 shots for the IceHogs. They're going to force another turnover. Here's Entwistle, middle of the ice, got it back. Throws it over to the left wing side for Mitchell. Backhands it around. He's got Mutry behind the cage. Out to the right point for Chad Chris. Across for Ian McCoshen. McCoshen down low for Philip Kurashev, and Kurashev scampers up the left wing side, holds up at the blue line. Now returns it down the left wing boards. Bottom of the circle, holds up. IceHogs making a change. Now out to the blue line. Long wrist shot by Gagne. It's stuck away by Pat Nagel. To the far corner, and on it is going to be Chris to the left wing side. McLaughlin backhander, and that one just across the goal crease. Nobody there to slap it on in. He fooled everybody looking to shoot, but it was a forced pass across the crease, and that was an easy tap in. Nagel even committed to it. Hogs force another turnover. Griffins hemmed in their own zone as McLaughlin, middle of the ice, a wrist shot wide to the far boards, just past that left post of Nagel. Generous bounce off the wall. Kurashev down low for Gagne. Jammed it up into the crease. Pops up and right into the catching glove of Dylan McLaughlin. McLaughlin left circle for Gagne. He gets bumped down, and that's enough for the Griffins to get it to center. Partial line change coming up for them. IceHogs need one as well, so they'll just dump it the rest of the way down. Alexander Fortin trying to slow up the Griffins stretch pass right wing. They got Turner Elson busting down the near boards. Elson to the goal line. We got ourselves a penalty, a slashing call going against Tyler Sekura. He smacked the stick out of Dominic Turgeon's hands. That's who Elson was looking for as Turgeon broke down from the right circle. And Tyler Sekura not too happy, but he'd indeed had the stick of Turgeon to come out of his mitts, and this will be another IceHog Window World penalty kill with 3:52 to go in the second period. Grand Rapids, this will be their 4th of the game and 3rd of the frame. Granted, their last power play was about half a minute long after a nice 90-second jaunt of 4-on-4 play, in which the IceHogs were able to convert and add to their lead. Dylan Sekura making it 3-0 with his 14th of the year. Draw to the right-hand side of Colin Delia. Griffins hoping this can be an opportunity to crack through and get some momentum on their side. They've been fighting the IceHogs all night. Cholowski off the face-off. Left wing circle, wrist shot, deflects off a stick and just throws up into the protective netting above Delia, and that'll bring another halt. Shots 19-18 in favor of the Hogs. Mentioned earlier, Grand Rapids with control here in the second. Now out shooting the IceHogs 10-4 in the frame. And a lot of these chances have come with their power play looks. Jacob Nielsen in the faceoff dot. He's going to be asked to leave. Nielsen already a faceoff violation against him tonight, so Anton Badin will step into his place. Griffins are going to win the draw. Straight back, Cholowski left point. They'll hit a pump at the far circle. Cross ice pass for Chris Terry. Terry to the top of the crease. Rasmussen had his stick blacked up. Good D there as Yoni Tula and Chad Chris clamping down. Terry gets the puck back at the near circle, though, to the blue line. Recovering Cholowski. Cholowski back onto Terry. Terry to Rasmussen. Cross ice pass for Pumple. Fires off the post. Matt Pumple rings the iron to the glove hand of Colin Delia. Healthy thunk of the pipe, and then the IceHogs take it out and put it to center and down. Close call there. Matt Pumple teeing it up, trying to extend his point streak to 5 contests. Quick breakout for the Griffins left wing. Long dump Chase Pearson sails it across the ice to the near corner. Terry will pick it up to the blue line. Cholowski back to Terry. His wrister broken down. Ends up off the stick, and Svechnikov will trail it to the near corner. Evgeny Svechnikov backhands it around to the left wing circle for Pumpel. Pumpel down to the goal line. Walking out in front is Rasmussen. Could not get a clean shot away. IceHogs keep up their guard. Tula taking it behind the net, trying to hold on tight. McCoshen coming in with him. Garrett Mitchell in to help out. Still 40 seconds left on the Window World PK. Now Mitchell has control. He will send it high and all the way down. Good clear by Garrett Mitchell. Half a minute to go on the PK for the IceHogs. 2:19 left in the second. A 3-0 Rockford lead is forward right wing side. Into the zone. Wrist shot from the bottom of the right circle. Trying to get maybe Delia sneaking off that near post. But he had it sealed up. Joe Valeno takes the rebound. Right wing point for Sider. Back to Valeno at the near circle. Sends it out to Delia. Top of the crease. Smith had it poke checked away from the IceHog netminder, and he will pop up on top of it. Active stick from the IceHog gatekeeper, and Delia quick to pounce to get the stop. Still 8 seconds remaining on the slashing call to Tyler Sekura. Good defense by the IceHogs and a little help from their goaltender to boot, as Nielsen will take this face-off. McCoshen, Brennan, and Mitchell ready to roll again. Griffins will win the face-off and get it straight back to McElrath right point, who will turn and fire, and that one deflected down. Smith got that off the stick and maybe off the body. He was leaping up but blocks the shot. IceHogs come up with it left wing, and Garrett Mitchell goes out to center for Tyler Sekura. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell down to the goal line. Pat Nagel comes up with a save. Little backhanded flip by Mitchell. He wasn't even looking at the net, but gets it between the legs, and Nagel has to come up with a save deep in his cage. So another successful Window World penalty kill for the IceHogs. Griffins are 0 for 4. They're going to dump it down behind Delia, and Rockford are going to make a change. So will the Griffins as McCoshen right wing side. Well, backhanded high on goal. Nagel has to make a play. Slips it up to the left wing corner for Kyle Wood, and Wood up the wall for Jared Lucas Savages. Savages, though, lost control right at the IceHog blue line and taken it away by Nicholas Bodine. Bodine left wing for Dylan McLaughlin. Wrist shot patted down by Nagel, with now under a minute to go in the second period. IceHogs looking to force a turnover. They do. Dylan Sekura, middle of the ice for Dylan McLaughlin. McLaughlin, no shot available. He'll peel off to the left wing boards. He just wants to keep it on an IceHog stick. McLaughlin to the near corner for Brandon Hagel, sneaking in, and Hagel behind the net for Dylan Sekura. Penalty call coming. It's a delayed one against Grand Rapids. IceHogs with 36 seconds left in the period. Colin Delia to the net. It looks like the Hogs are just going to try and wrap up the frame with the 6-on-5 skate, as Dylan, middle of the ice for Bodine. Bodine looking for some room left wing. He's just going to hold on. I think the IceHogs are intentionally playing keep away. 18 seconds left in the period. Dylan Sekura down to the far corner to the blue line for Chad Chris. Could not handle it off the glove. It comes to center. Bodine with it. Sends it back on to Chris. 7 seconds left in the period. IceHogs, it looks like they're going to begin the third period with the full 2 minutes of the power play. Again, a delayed call against the Griffins. Horn will sound, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So the IceHogs put 2 more in the second period, thanks to Fortan and Dylan Sekura, to complement the first period tally by Mackenzie Entwistle. And then the IceHogs are going to go on the power play to begin the third. It'll be their third man advantage of the contest. So all positive vibes going into the intermission break. When we come back for the Illinois Lottery Cup report, we'll hear from forward Mackenzie Entwistle, who has struck tonight as mentioned. Another look at the out-of-town scoreboard, see what the Blackhawks and Indy Fuel are up to. And the full 2 minutes are up on the board. Hogs with goals from Mackenzie Entwistle, Alexander Fortan, and Dylan Sekura. Colin Delia, 21 saves on to 21 shots off to my left-hand side, as the Griffins will win the face-off to start the frame and throw a wrist shot his way, but that'll deflect off the stick and up into the protective netting. Just 9 seconds gone in the period. IceHogs a record of 17-1, 1-2 when leading after 2 periods. The Griffins 4, 18, 1-1. Pat Nagel off to my right-hand side. 18 saves for him so far in this contest. Hogs trying to snap a Nasty Ofer stretch on the man advantage. No power play goals over the last 7 games coming into tonight as they'll win the draw to the left side of their netminder and Delia and begin the waltz out to center, left to right. It's Nicholas Bodine to the center red line. Drop pass on to Dylan Secura, who will dance into the offensive zone right wing. On to Gabriel Gagne. His pass intended for Dylan, swooping in around him. Intercepted, and the Griffins put it back to center, but a good glove by Nicholas Bodine keeps it in front of him, and now he'll just turn it down and dump it in on Nagel. Nagel trying to clear it off him himself, goes right to Bodine, right point, and he'll just let it hit off of him and now deposit it to the near corner. First 45 seconds of the period gone by the wayside. IceHogs trying to knock it loose. Dylan Secura took a healthy bump. Older brother Tyler into support. Tyler out to the right wing point for Bodine. Bodine backhands it across. He's got his man in Kurashev to Bodine, middle of the ice. Back onto Kurashev. Left wing looks for the shot. Across for Dylan. Couldn't settle down the pass. One-timer was there, but he juggled it. Goes back to Bodine. Blue line, middle of the ice. Left wing circle for Kurashev. Down low for Gagne. 48 seconds remaining on this power play. To the left wing point for Bodine. Across for Dylan. Lost it between his legs, looking for the one-timer. And that'll skip on down to the near corner. Lashoff will clear it away. IceHogs had it set up, just could not free a shot from Dylan Secura. Left to right, they'll skate again. Nicholas Bodine back through center, being chased around by a couple of different Griffins. Up the left wing, now throws it across to the near side for McLaughlin. He'll weave through the neutral zone. 20 seconds left on the power play. On to Anton Badin, right down the middle. He'll dump it into the right wing corner. Griffins will play it around the boards. It'll wrap up around the glass and deflect up and out of play. So that'll at least keep the draw in the offensive zone for the Hogs. Nearly 2 minutes gone in this third period. So Kyle Wood in the box for roughing. He picked it up with about a minute left. A little bit less than that in the second, but the IceHogs doing a good job keeping the puck away from the Griffins to let the clock run out and get the full 2 minutes to begin the third. Jacob Nielsen in the face-off circle against Joe Valeno for the Griffins. Glove hand of Pat Nagel. Brandon Hagel, though, has it bounce away from him off the drop, and coming up with it is going to be Dylan McElrath, who will guide it up the right side and back out to the neutral zone. That's going to do it for the Hog power play. They dropped to 0 for 3 tonight. And the Griffins, with Wood back out on the ice, will collect in the neutral zone and now dump it left wing corner of Delia. 17:49 to play in the third. These two teams will get back together tomorrow. 6 o'clock Central puck drop at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. It'll be the 10th and final meeting. IceHogs, if they can get the win this evening, will improve to 5-4 in the head-to-head. In a series in recent history that's been predominantly dominated by the home team. IceHogs with wins in 12 of their last 14 against the Griffins here at the BMO, though 2-2-0 this year in this building. IceHogs are 2-2-0 in Grand Rapids. Their 2 wins coming of the shootout variety. Joseph Cramarosa, who is out of the lineup for the weekend, had both game-winning goals in those affairs. Floating pass out to center. IceHogs have Brandon Hagel breaking free. Hagel left wing, lets it go. And Nagel squeezes it up against the chest pad with the glove hand. He will hang on tight and get the stoppage. Hagel was caught up right between the defensemen, used that speed to get about a half a step ahead. And that's enough to get a shot away. And Hagel hanging on. 2.5 gone in the third period. Draw back to the right side of Pat Nagel. 6-2-0 Nagel in his last 8 decisions. Kyle Delia playing some pretty good hockey. He is 5-2-0 over his last 7 on the other side for Rockford. We'll see if it's going to be Calvin Pickard to go tomorrow for the Griffins, or if they'll go back to Nagel, and for the IceHogs, if they'll look to Matt Tompkins to get this start against Grand Rapids tomorrow night. Griffins out of their own zone, have it swiped away in the neutral zone. It'll be Nick Mutri to dump it right back in right side. Near corner, picked up on a bounce by Wood. Goes across the ice for Chris Terry, could not handle it cleanly. Picked up by Chad Chris, he'll just turn and dump. And the Griffins will sit back in their own zone. Wood now looking for a break, left wing side for Hiroshi. It's out to center ice. Hiroshi over to the right wing boards for Terry. Bangs it down the wall to the far corner. Terry pinned up. In comes Chad Chris. In comes Nick Bodine. Puck is loose. On to Dylan McLaughlin. McLaughlin poked off of his stick. Griffins get the turnover, but it does come to center. Terry swinging away at it. Now Chris able to recover. Moves it to the middle of the ice for Gabriel Gagne. Gagne dumps it down to the far corner, and he's going to be the only one in it. IceHogs making some changes behind him. But Gagne comes up with the puck, brings it off the near post, and gets a shot away, just skims the outside of the net. Griffins pull it out and go back to center ice, but a nice individual effort there by Gabriel Gagne, with the Hogs changing out some personnel. Grand Rapids pulling back in their own zone, had the puck at center, but they're going to make a change as well, and Maurice Sider will make the break in front of his goaltender. Left wing for Matthew Ford. Dumps it in behind Delia, wraps around, and comes up left wing side. It's Fortan up the middle for Dylan Secura. Dylan lost control of the puck, one-on-one with Chalosky. It'll skip away from him into the far corner. IceHogs trying to get that turnover back, and the Griffins, all they can do is bang it up the right side and to center ice. Ian McCoshen will pick it up well out at center, but now spin back into his own zone. McCoshen feeling some pressure by Ford. Loses it in the near corner. Griffins, though, cannot keep it in play. Elson had it at the blue line. No, he did keep it in, but he turns it over, and McCoshen gets another crack at it. Goes up the middle for Dylan Secura. Secura left side for Tyler. Wrist shot knocked down by Nagel, and keeps the rebound in front of him. He will pounce on it to get the stoppage. Little pushing and shoving after that is Alexander Fortan. Griffins thought he was a little too aggressive, hoping for a rebound. And that's going to bring a gathering. Fortan lands on the outside of the net. It was McElrath that spun him down there. Well, that'll bring a halt. 15-17 to go in the third period, so still plenty of hockey in front of us. And this will be a face-off that will be brought out to center with everybody getting involved. Drop of the puck will be just over the Griffins' blue line. Both clubs will make some line changes. IceHogs, they're going to be on the road for the next little bit. They will take on the Griffins tomorrow, and then Chicago on Sunday. And then back on the road next week, Saturday, a week from tomorrow, also against the Wolves in Rosemont. And they won't be back home until March 18th to take on the Milwaukee Admirals for Dog Day. $2 dog tickets, $2 hot dogs, and a drawstring backpack. Thanks to Rock Valley Blood Bank. The first 1,500 fans are going to make their way through the doors. And then that opens up a nice little home stretch for the IceHogs again on the 21st against Iowa. Haven't seen the Wild in what feels like forever. That is the annual jersey auction night where the IceHogs will become the Wagon Wheel Cardinals for the evening and auction off those jerseys after the game, benefiting the Greg Lindmark Foundation. And thanks to our friends for the night in Insurance King. And we got ourselves a penalty here. Stick being launched up into the air. It was Chase Pearson's stick. And this will lead to a IceHog Window World penalty kill, a slashing call going against TJ Brennan. And Brennan arguing the call the entire way to the penalty box. That's now a couple of times the IceHogs have been aggressive on Grand Rapids sticks, and the Griffins holding them maybe a little loosely, as those blades have gone flying rather easily, and this will be power play number 5 for them in the contest. Saw Tyler Secura do that back in the second period, just bearing down hard, and they tagged him for a slashing call also, and I think he was arguing just as TJ Brennan was, that stick came flying out rather easily. So Delia will look off to his right-hand side. 21 saves on 21 shots for him. Still awaiting the first bid for Grand Rapids in the third period. 14:49 left in it as the IceHogs begin this PK with a face-off win in the clear. Down the near boards and all the way towards Nagel, who will set it up off the near post. And it's Chalosky picking it up from the Griffin zone. Right to left goes to center for Matt Pumple. Pumple has had the best look for the Griffins so far tonight. He hit the post on one of the Griffins' power plays in the middle stanza. Puck skips over to the right wing boards at the blue line. Chalosky could not pull it down. That one was hopping all over the place. So he'll just recover and dump it down. Delia's going to come out to play it. Slings it to the far corner, now up the wall. Chris Terry keeps it alive. Terry to Michael Rasmussen. Rasmussen on the backhand, swings it around the end boards up to Pumple, left wing circle. Matt Pumple feeling a little bit of pressure from Jacob Nielsen, and Nielsen is going to tip it away. Gets it out to center ice, and Nielsen and Pumple tangle up. Nielsen looking to get a call here. He's going to kick it all the way down to the near corner. Won't get the call, but boy, great play. Short-handed Jacob Nielsen disrupting the flow for Grand Rapids. They'll just make their way, hurrying up the right side. A long shot by Evgeny Svechnikov, patted down by Delia. Rebound far corner, picked up by the Griffins and out to the blue line. Sider, right circle, Svechnikov fires into the belly. Delia hangs on. Colin Delia had everything sealed up along that left post of his and will sit tight for the break. 49 seconds remaining on the Window World penalty kill. Griffins will win the draw at the far circle and straight back to the blue line. Maurice Sider, his wrist shot popped up off the stick of Garrett Mitchell. That'll land to the near corner. Mitchell's going to follow it down and clear it out. And it'll actually just skim up into the IceHog bench. So another stop and a faceoff will return back towards Delia's way. Colin Delia all-time against Grand Rapids, 6-5-1. He is 2-3-0 this year. Pat Nagel on the other side has seen the lion's share of chances against the IceHogs. He is 2-1-0. And this is the first time he has seen the IceHogs in a Griffins uniform. Again, we were talking about him in the first period. He hasn't played more than 2 games in the American Hockey League in all of his career. Taro Hirose trying to get this power play moving along for the Griffins. Left wing circle goes across to the right wing point. Valeno and on to Sider. Back to Hirose. Wrist shot, glove down by Delia. He'll hang on. Pushing and shoving in front of him. IceHogs protecting their netminder, but Delia snares it out of the air, and that was a good shot rising by Hirose off the left wing dot. Nick Mutri in the middle of the pile with Ian McCoshin. Garrett Mitchell coming up as well. Still 14 seconds left on the TJ Brennan slashing call. Country night here at the BMO, and little Sarah McLaughlin getting the crowd fired up after that Colin Delia save. And I can pick up the sing-along going on in the ice mics. It is loud here at the BMO. Ethan Bell Band performing all night long. Bandana giveaway thanks to Texas Roadhouse. $2 Bud Lights. That sets up for a perfect country night if you ask me. I'm a rock and roll guy, but I can certainly have a little bit of fun. I am from Texas after all. Grand Rapids right at the tail end of their power play. We'll just throw it on goal. Colin Delia, glove hand save. Will keep it in play. Throws it to the left-hand corner. Tyler Secura will angle it up the wall and back on down. Well shy of an icing call, so the IceHogs will chase in after it. They're going to force a turnover. Dylan Secura, left corner, centers it up, looking for 410. Hits off a skate and banks to the near corner. Sigh of relief coming from the Griffins bench. They've had to do that one too many times. IceHogs dinged him for a mark. Back in period number 1, thanks to Entwistle off a turnover, and then they get 410 to capitalize, and Dylan Secura in period number 2. IceHogs left wing, dump it back down. Nobody there to pick it up, so this will slide away for an icing call. Faceoff will return back to Delia's right hand. 12-11 to go in the third period. First 2 frames really flew by, I felt like, but now we got ourselves a good chunk of whistles in the first half of this third. Faceoff won by the Griffins. One-timer, Lucas Savages from Turgeon along with Turner Elson able to push it on through from the inside of that near dot. And Colin Delia sealing things up just past that right goal post of his. Hogs get it back to center. Griffins trying to keep it moving. They'll dump it back down, but this is an icing against them. So back-to-back whistles involving icing calls, and we'll trade sides of the ice. Pat Nagel right-hand side. We'll wait for this one. IceHogs trying to snap a 2-game skid against this Griffins bunch. Dropped the last 2, January 17th and February 15th. The first one in Grand Rapids, last one here at the BMO. IceHogs won on a 4-game winning streak before that. November 16th and 30th, December 6th, and January 15th. All big-time victories, 2 coming in the shootouts. Both of those in Grand Rapids, December 6th and January 15th. Well, the Griffins will get it off the draw in their zone, get to center and dump it in on Delia, who will hang on. And that's going to send us to a break on the ice. 11:45 to go in the third. It is a 3-0 IceHog lead. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
When you welcomed OSF Healthcare into your community, we took it to heart. Serving with the greatest care and love is always at the heart of what we do. Every decision we make has one purpose: to provide you with a better tomorrow. That's why we're expanding primary care throughout the community, adding new specialists, and offering online and new urgent care options. We're there for every heartbeat, every step, every smile. OSF Healthcare. See how we're serving the heart of your community.
Your Rockford IceHogs take the ice as the Wagon Wheel Cardinals on Saturday, March 21st at 6 p.m. versus Iowa. Celebrate the history of one of the oldest teams in the state line and join our annual Jersey Auction Night presented by Insurance King and benefiting the Greg Lindmark Foundation. See the jerseys and grab your tickets now at icehogs.com.
Are you fan enough? It's time to get back to the action. You're tuned into Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network.
11:45 to go in the third period. IceHogs leading the Grand Rapids Griffins 3-0. Defensive zone face-off to the right side of Colin Delia. Griffins forcing in a couple of shots his direction. Now 28 total shots for them in the contest. IceHogs with 24. Griffins here in the third, a 7-3 lead. They had a 13-6 look after the second period production for them. Best frame for the IceHogs was the first. Outshot the Griffins 15-8. Griffins with the puck dancing around the offensive zone. It's Turner Elson at the far corner. Slams on the brakes, goes to the bottom of the circle. Out to the blue line for Lucas Savage's wrist shot blocked. Anton Benin will follow the puck to the far boards. Just on the outside of that left wing dot for the IceHogs in their own zone. Gets kicked down to the corner. McCoshin lost it. Spinning off the wall and a wrist shot coming. A good look too. That was Dominic Turgeon firing away. IceHogs pull it off. Nice stick by Jacob Nielsen left side for Anton Benin, but cannot clear. McCoshin trying to get rid of it. He's right in the middle of it all along that far side. Ian McCoshin to TJ Brennan. Nice play by Brennan. Had everything tied up but his stick and able to curl off a pass, and the IceHogs get it out to center. They'll make a line change with 10:41 to play in the contest. Yoni Tula, big assist for him tonight, setting up the Alexander Fortan goal. $1:50 into the second period. Long stretch pass, but it was right on the money for a Fortan breakaway, and he would take it the rest of the way down for his 8th goal of the season. Griffins dumping the puck in, near corner of Delia, swinging around to the far post is going to be Pearson. Could not keep it on his stick, and Garrett Mitchell rushes out to center ice. Mitchell dumps it down, hit off the linesman, skips in on goal. Nagel will direct it to the near corner. Mitchell trying to go in after and get it back along with Mackenzie Entwistle. Could not arrive in time. Svechnikov flies it high in the air, and that'll bounce, but the Griffins are offside as it lands in the IceHog zone, and that'll bring a stoppage with exactly 10 minutes left in the third period. I hope you'll join us for the broadcast tomorrow night. IceHogs and Griffins, 6 o'clock Central Time from Van Andel Arena. Final meeting of the 10-game head-to-head set, and then it's on to Rosemont on Sunday. It's the second of three-game and three-day weekends for Rockford. They'll have another one right at the tail end of the month, but before that they'll get a little bit of a breather after this weekend. They only have one game, and that's going to be next Saturday, a week from tomorrow at Chicago, and that's it. So able to get some rest, able to get some practice, work and fine-tune their game before the schedule picks back up. Garrett Mitchell, left wing side, rolling back through the neutral zone. Now backhander towards Pat Nagel. Hits the outside of the post and goes behind the cage. Nick Mutri in hot pursuit. Coming away with it, though, is Giovanni Smith. Smith stopping and starting out of the near corner. Throws it out to center. Rasmussen pokes it into the offensive zone. Good stick by Yoni Tula. Has Fortan coming up the wall. And Fortan's going to have some bodies coming with him. Fortan, drop pass for Dylan Secura. Left wing circle, lets it go, and a stick save by Nagel. Deflects off the back glass and up along the near boards as it carries around. Left wing side, Kyle Wood will pick it up in front of his bench. Now dump it down. It'll be on goal. Colin Delia will pick it up. He'll just play it along to Chad Chris. Chris on to Dylan Secura. Takes one bump. Now spins it back to Chris, left wing side. Gets it to center ice for Alexander Fortan. Step over the blue line. Goes across for Bodine. Bodine back over to the far wing. Wrister by Chris. Wide of the net, far post of Nagel. Had some traffic in front of the goaltender also. Chad Chris trying to battle along as Dylan McElrath will come out of the far corner and send it all the way down. No, just stopped shy of an icing call. Stretch pass out to center. They got Fortan. Fortan in, fires, and a left pad save by Nagel. Rebound cuts across the far corner. Alexander Fortan in a good battle by Maurice Sider. Sider shoving him, and so does Pat Nagel getting involved, but Fortan will skate away to the IceHog bench. Griffins thought they had the clean dump in, but they did not see Fortan hovering in the neutral zone for the stretch play. Turner Elson, left wing side, gets around a fallen TJ Brennan, but cannot get a shot away. It banked off a shin pad into the far corner. If one IceHog goes down, there's one more right behind him to cover it up. Philip Kurashev with the puck left wing. Kurashev gets lined up by Sider at the blue line, but still gets the puck in deep. Gabriel Gagne in after it. Takes a hit near corner, but gives it on to Dylan McLaughlin. McLaughlin and Gagne along the right wing circle. Flying in is Kurashev to help out, but the puck slides behind Nagel and up along the right wing boards. Ryan Lashoff, the defenseman for the Griffins, walks down that right side, dumps it into the far corner, brings it around the boards for Turner Elson left wing. Elson outside rim of the near dot, looking for help. He's got Lucas Savages, turns it over to McLaughlin, who will come out to center for the IceHogs. 7:25 to go in the third. McLaughlin sails it up, and that's going to go up into the stands. And that'll bring a stoppage in play also. 3-0 Rockford at 7:22 now remaining in the third period. Hogs in the driver's seat, 3-0. Thanks to Entwistle, Fortan, and Dylan Secura. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
The Rockford IceHogs make it easy to have fun and save money. Taco Tuesdays feature $2 tacos and $5 craft beers. Wednesday Dog Days let you bring your dog to the game while eating $2 hot dogs. Friday IceHog games are $2 beer nights with ice-cold Bud Lights for $2. Saturdays are Hogs and Hops games when 2 beers and a game ticket cost $22. And Sundays are family 4-pack games when 4 tickets, 4 soft drinks, and a large pizza cost $44. For tickets, click IceHogs.com.
Your Rockford IceHogs take the ice as the Wagon Wheel Cardinals on Saturday, March 21st at 6 p.m. versus Iowa. Celebrate the history of one of the oldest teams in the state line and join our annual Jersey Auction Night presented by Insurance King and benefiting the Greg Lindmark Foundation. See the jerseys and grab your tickets now at IceHogs.com.
You're tuned into Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network.
$7:22 remaining in the third period. IceHogs leading the Grand Rapids Griffins 3-0. Colin Delia denying all 31 Griffins chances he has faced. IceHogs a goal in the first period thanks to Mackenzie Entwistle. 2 in the second from Alexander Fortan and Dylan Secura. Face off directly at center ice, and we got a false start off the draw, so we'll just have to reset everything. Hogs have fired at 25 as shots on Pat Nagel. And he was pretty busy in period number 1. IceHogs a dominating 15-8 shot look there, but the Griffins have come up with 13 in the second and have now put on 10 on Delia here in the third. IceHogs with it now off the restart. It's going to be Hagel right wing side. Throws it around to the defensive Kyle Wood into the near corner. Wraps around the backboards and up along the far end for Evgeny Svechnikov. Loses it right as it comes back to center. IceHogs, I got a good feeling they're going to make sure they are tightening down the screws defensively. But at the same time, making sure that if their window is there to put on some pressure, they're going to do so. They're going to rematch with this team 24 hours from now. Anton Vadin forces a turnover left wing circle. Tried to get a quick snapshot away, but the Griffins defense recovering. And that'll deflect up and into the protective netting. Alec McRae, haven't called his name a whole lot, but able to stick it out and over the plexiglass. Face off right side of Nagel as Garrett Mitchell will swoop in. He'll go up against Michael Rasmussen, who will win it for the Griffins and send it across the ice for Giovanni Smith. Slings it up the left wing. Mitchell coming back, hustling, hands it at the center red line. Gets pushed back in front of his bench. Smith continuing to move forward, gets it into the offensive zone. Hits up McElrath. Wrist shot middle of the ice. It's popped up off a stick and gloved down by McCoshen just off the far corner. Ian McCoshen to center ice for Mitchell. Gets it over the blue line. Griffins trying to turn it around quicker. It's going to be Rasmussen down the right wing side for Terry. He gets a healthy bump from McCoshen. Puck centered off that far post of Delia, and in comes Smith. Delia gets it poked underneath them. No goal, certainly. Well, that'll bring a gathering. We've seen that a couple of times, and I can only imagine the tempers and the patience will both intensify and shorten respectively as we wind down this contest and get ready for tomorrow. Draw will be, it looks like, remaining in the IceHogs zone. TJ Brennan in a deep conversation with the officiating staff. A homecoming for TJ, first home game in an IceHog uniform this year since being picked up by the Blackhawks from the Philadelphia Flyers, the NHL trade deadline. 3 games in Texas. His return to the IceHog uniform, picked up an assist pretty much on his opening shift, that opening period. And helped the IceHogs to back-to-back wins against the Stars, but would fall in their last outing last Sunday against San Antonio. For the Griffins, that was their last opponent also. A win there to snap a bit of a losing streak they were on. Snapped a 4-game skid with what turned out to be a 4-3 win for San Antonio at AT&T Center. Griffins left wing, Chris Terry trying to fight around Ian McCoshen. McCoshen falling down, but Terry cannot hold on to the puck, so mission accomplished there, but the IceHogs have it poke away. Colin Delia on a centering effort. Hiroshi looking for Terry. Tips it on, but Delia hangs on. And another stoppage coming with 5:37 left in the third. So Colin Delia being pressed into action. The IceHogs have a 3-0 lead. I think the Griffins right now are trying to get any momentum they can to carry over into tomorrow and also spoil the shutout bid of netminder Colin Delia. We'll take a break. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.
My teeth before I met Dr. T were very short and little. I was very self-conscious about my teeth. I saw his commercials on TV and I was like, I'm gonna do that. I want Dr. T to fix my teeth. He did such a good job. It was just a big dream of mine to have that done. Dr. T, thank you so much. You gave me back my confidence, my smile, and I appreciate it. People are always telling me what a wonderful smile I have now.
Have a howling great time with the IceHogs on Dog Day on Wednesday, March 18th at 7 p.m. versus Milwaukee at the BMO. Bring your dog to the game with a $2 donation benefiting local animal shelters and enjoy $2 hot dogs. Grab your Dog Day tickets now at icehogs.com.
.537 to go in the third period. IceHogs leading the Grand Rapids Griffins 3-0. Griffins continuing to put shots up on Colin Delia. Delia right now 33 saves on 33 Griffin shots. Faceoff will be to his right as Joe Valeno stepping in shoulder to shoulder with Tyler Secura. False start on the drop, so they'll have to do it a second time around. Goals from Mackenzie Entwistle, Alexander Fortan, and Dylan Secura as the Griffins will win it on the second effort. Brian Lashoff at the left point tried a backhanded attempt, but that one ends up off a shoulder pad, and the IceHogs, it was one of theirs, so they'll shrug it out to the neutral zone. Dallas Secura, Dylan Secura, and we got ourselves a penalty away from the play. Fortan taken out way over on the far side of the ice, and that's going to go against Brian Lashoff for the Griffins. And the IceHogs will go on the power play. It'll be their 4th man advantage of the contest. 0 for 3 tonight, and Lashoff, I think, taking out a little bit of frustration on Fortan, who is time and time again this evening flown on by the Griffins' blue line. Jacob Nielsen ready to get this power play going with McLaughlin and Hagel. Brennan and Vadine on the backside. Dipping down for the Griffins is going to be Turgeon, who will win it away right off the sider. Will sail it high up the right wing and all the way down to the IceHog zone. Colin Delia out to play it. Turgeon pinching in. Dominic Turgeon, of his 2 goals on Tuesday at San Antonio, one was of the shorthanded variety. And Turgeon's going to poke it away from Vadine. Right wing circle. Dominic Turgeon slamming on the brakes, trying to shake off Vadine. Can't get away from TJ Brennan. And the IceHogs will come away with it. Brennan a cross-ice pass for McLaughlin. McLaughlin at the blue line of his own zone. Lost his stick. It was wrapped up with a back-checking Elson. And that'll open things up for the Griffins to get another clear away. Minute and 20 seconds remaining on the Mountain Dew power play. A 3-0 IceHog lead as Brennan will make his way into the offensive zone left side. Brennan takes a high hit, and that's going to be a penalty against the Griffins. That looked to be a high shot delivered just off the right wing corner, but he will pop up. He looks like he is all right and will stay active on this power play. So a 5-on-3 now as the Hogs let the Griffins have it below the goal line. And TJ Brennan is okay. He's staying out on the ice, doing a couple of laps around. It was Dylan McElrath that lined him up, and McElrath not too pleased with TJ Brennan. Talking to him the whole skate away, and of course Brennan, he's had himself a pretty active hockey game today. Had Giovanni Smith made into a roughing call. Smith thought maybe Brennan might drop the gloves with him, and then TJ skated right on away. So that veteran guidance that TJ Brennan has brought is paying off. 11th year pro, second stint with the IceHogs. He will talk with Gabriel Gagne at the blue line before this 5-on-3 gets underway. It's a 5-on-3 for 58 seconds. Power plays 4 and 5. A 3-0 IceHog lead. If they can grab one here, it pretty much puts things away. Nagel looking off to his right. Pearson and Sekura, false start off the draw. So we'll wait patiently for the second go-around as the IceHogs will win it. Dylan Sekura, left circle to the blue line, TJ Brennan. On to Gabriel Gagne, right point, back to Brennan. To the bottom of the left wing dot for Dylan. Dylan to the goal line, to the far corner now. And Maurice Sider spinning around. Dylan leaves it to Tyler. Tyler to Brennan, fires, and a one-timer just goes off the stick. Might have been Kurashev, but tips it wide to the near corner. Dylan Sekura picking it up. Dylan to the left wing side. One-timer, score! Gabriel Gagne on the power play. IceHogs make it 4-0 with 3:55 left in this one. They convert on the 5-on-3, and the Hogs have snapped a 7-game power play goalless skid with that drive from Gagne off the left circle. They'll still have 1 minute and 36 seconds of 5-on-4 action as McElrath still serving the time. Or pardon me, they got it listed to Maurice Sider, but that's an elbowing call against McElrath. But Gabriel Gagne, the lamplighter for Rockford, it's his 6th goal of the season, now has 3 goals and a helper over his last 4. 3:33 left in the third. The Hogs with a 4-0 output. Move back into the offensive zone. Here's Bodine. Left point goes across for Dylan. Dylan right circle. Makes his way down to the goal line. Throws it back to Bodine. Those two will trade places. Dylan had taken for a waltz. Left wing side for Kurashev. Kurashev to Dylan. Dylan to Bodine. Backdoor looking for Kurashev at the goal line. Wanted to shoot, nothing there. Philip Kurashev looking to Bodine, middle of the ice. Bodine to the right side for Dylan Sekura. One-timer gets blocked. Gabriel Gagne picks it up behind the net. Gagne to the blue line for Kurashev, middle of the ice. Back onto Dylan, right wing circle. Dylan hands this one over to Nicholas Bodine. Bodine walking down the wall, now hanging on is Tyler Sekura, battling on top of the crease. Goes across for Kurashev, fakes the shot. Kurashev lets it go. Pad save by Nagel. Rebound kicked right onto Dylan. Dylan across the ice, floating past the Kurashev. Cradles it at the bottom of the left wing dot. On to Gagne. Gagne to Kurashev. On to Dylan. One-timer and a sliding stop by Nagel. Nice stop, too, from the veteran goaltender. Power play down to 4 seconds. IceHogs keep it. Kurashev, a backdoor pass for Dylan. Hits the crossbar and goes up and out of play. Dylan nearly made it a 2-power play night as he rings the iron up above Pat Nagel. Gabriel Gagne on the 5-on-3 gets the Hogs' first power play goal against the Griffins since November 15th, 6 games ago. They were 0 for 20 over that span. Special thanks to Travis Hall for that one. 2:17 left in the third. IceHogs with that 5-on-4 coming to a close, now 1 for 5 tonight. Brandon Hagel at the near circle, puts it out to the blue line for Jacob Nielsen. Nielsen down low for Anton Vadine. Vadine behind the net, left wing point. He's got Tula, cross ice. Nielsen, a one-timer, and that one knocked down by Nagel. Rebound to the far corner, battling for it is Vadine. He and Matthew Ford hooking up with each other. And the IceHogs force a turnover. It's Hagel bringing it back in. Brandon Hagel gets dumped down by Alec McCray. And in comes Ford. He's got an extra shot for Anton Vadine. Those two jousting away at each other. Ford more than a little frustrated. The team captain for the Griffins trying to get a couple of messages across. 90 seconds left in this one. McElrath right side flying in with the high hit on Vadine. Griffins get the turnover. Here's Wood going backdoor, looking for Svechnikov. Just poked off the toe of his stick and into the far corner. Now the Hogs are playing for it for their goaltender in Delia. Nothing against him. 33 saves right now on 33 shots as Lucas Savages has it for the Griffins left wing. Loses control. Hogs will flip it from the middle of the ice. It's Hagel. Gets it to center, but not very deep. Rockford left wing side. With 1 minute to go, it's Mitchell. Garrett Mitchell up the far wall. Chases it into the Griffins zone. Valeno has it. Joe Valeno, right wing, dumps it down on Colin Delia. He's going to come out and handle this one to Josh McArdle. McArdle, left wing side, chips it up to Moutry. Comes out to the blue line, but held in. Griffins trying to go across the ice. Entwistle intercepts the pass. Mackenzie Entwistle sends it down the right side and deep inside Grand Rapids territory. 30 seconds left on the clock. 4-0 IceHogs. Moutry behind the attacking net for Rockford. Trying to get a cross-ice pass forced. He does. Turnover to Kurashev. Lost it in the middle of the ice. Kurashev pokes it back. He's got it left side to Entwistle. Tapped out in front for Moutry. Jams it into the pads of Nagel, who holds on. Not a clean look, but Moutry gets it into the crease, and Nagel sits tight with 11.9 seconds left on the game clock. Colin Delia looking to become the first netminder to grab 3 blankings in a season since Michael Layton during the 15-16 campaign. Griffins will win the faceoff to the right side of their goaltender and skip it down all the way to the far corner at Delia. No icing. Rockford's just going to eat it up with 2 seconds left. Pass out to center for Fortan, and Delia has done it. IceHogs a 4-0 shutout victory. Delia his 3rd of the year, denying all 34 looks. What a way to begin the 3-3 weekend. Grand Rapids pumps 13 shots in the second and third period. On the Rockford netminder, Mackenzie Entwistle, Alexander Fortan, Dylan Secura, and Gabriel Gagne providing the run support as the IceHogs roll with a 4-0 win over the Grand Rapids Griffins. We'll take a timeout and bring you the IceHogs postgame show when we return. Colin Delia, a career high 3rd shutout of the year, stopping all 34 faced. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network.